Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be filming a fun, juicy, gossipy Q&A. I'm gonna be answering some of your guys' questions that you asked me on Instagram. I haven't done just like a sit-down Q&A in a really long time. I tend to do them within a mukbang or a themed Q&A where I have a host or a guest on with me. So I figured today would be a cool time to get one-on-one and personal with you guys and answer some of your guys' questions. So I said, ask whatever you want. Make it juicy. You guys came through, I hope. There was a lot of questions. I just don't know if they're gonna actually be juicy. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Okay, we're gonna start all the way at the bottom. First question comes from Kate Levick, and she asked, do you want kids? So for the longest time, I actually was convinced that I was never gonna want kids. I don't really know why. I think I just have too much anxiety where I genuinely just thought that I would probably somehow be a terrible mother, do everything wrong, and I don't know, just somehow mess things up. I'm 24 now. My aunt recently had a baby, and seeing her not only give birth, but you know, just go through the process of pregnancy and then holding the baby for the first time and breastfeeding the baby and just seeing that type of bond has genuinely not brought on baby fever. No part of me is ready for kids anytime soon, but it did make me realize that I do in fact want to have kids someday. Yes. So to answer your question, yes, Kate, I think I do want to have kids. Emily Allen asked, how did you get motivated again to lift? I'm in a rut right now. I wish I knew how I got motivated again. I think I just started to miss it one day. I tried doing so many different things at the gym and nothing was really feeling right. Bodybuilding, I would feel sore after the first day, and then I would go do these HIIT workouts, and they were all fun, don't get me wrong, they were good workouts. They just weren't really calling or appealing to me the way that strength training or even powerlifting does. I wouldn't call myself a powerlifter just yet, but as far as strength training goes, it does bring me this extreme satisfaction, but I have to make sure that I'm fully dedicated in it in order to feel that the results will come. So I don't know, I guess just seeing girls on Instagram, their bodies were looking great, they were, you know, making huge strides in their physiques, and I was inspired. Actually, Ashley Sake, hey, I miss her so much. She's traveling abroad, she's on her weight loss journey. I'll link her channel below, I'll put it up here. She's one of my closest friends, and she has just been absolutely killing it. That was my first motivation, to see her really going ham, especially while traveling abroad and still managing to lose weight and get stronger. Mortadella asked, would you ever move to Canada? There was a period of time where I actually thought I was going to move to Canada. However, I think right now with what I am doing, I am, as far as just my job goes and as far as acting career goes and really trying to build and strengthen those relationships and all of that, right now, no, but I could totally see myself moving to Canada. I think Canada is amazing. Anybody that doesn't agree that Canada is amazing is wrong. It's one of the greatest countries in the entire world. Steph Assist asked what my biggest pet peeves are. One of them is people that smack their mouths when they eat. And like you hear them exhaling and you can practically taste the food because of how obnoxiously they're chewing. I think that's disgusting. I also really hate feet, and when people pick at their feet and put their feet in my face or anything. I don't even look at my feet. I don't even touch my feet. I genuinely think feet are disgusting and they're just made for walking, and that's what I'll do with them. I'll walk and pretend they don't exist otherwise. Oh, this is a new one now that I have a roommate. I always knew I was a pretty clean person, but I haven't realized just how extreme it is ever since I got a roommate. Riley is an incredible roommate. He is such a delight to live with. I literally couldn't think of a better person to live in a small home with, or a home in general. But in the kitchen, he cooks breakfast every day, and again, these are normal things that anybody would do, but for some reason, for me, it just drives me ballistic. Seasoning getting all over the stovetop and not getting wiped up after, or putting a bowl of oatmeal in the sink and not rinsing it, because everybody who makes oatmeal and puts it in the sink without adding water knows what an absolute pain in the ass it is to scrub off, because it hardens and basically becomes one with the bowl. Little things like that, making sure everything is really tidy, and nails on a chalkboard and styrofoam. Boy Diego, boy Diegs. Would you consider school again? Ha 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 ha. Why is this always a question that comes back into my life? Yes, I would consider school again. I've been considering school again for a long time. Right now at least, I don't need to go to school. I'm feeling really good in what I'm doing right now and successful in what I'm doing right now. But I want to go back to school just to get an education. I just think that if you're able to go to school, why not? I'm just trying to find the time. Believe it or not, I do have a very busy schedule because this isn't the only thing I do. I have classes that I take, I have dogs that I have to take care of and take for walks, and you know, I totally understand people are more busy than me, but as far as then putting school into the mix of it while also trying to stay educated in other areas and keep up with all of this, I just don't know that it's at the top of my priority list, but definitely something I have thought about time and time again, and I think it's possible for me to end up going back to school at some point. Jerica De Hoyo said, when was the last time you've been on a date or you went on a date? When was the last time I went on a date? I've kind of been on and off with the dating scene, and more recently I just honestly haven't really had the time for a date. My last date was probably about a month ago. Muscles_glasses, you and Surf Clam Omar still on good terms? Let's find out. Hello?
Who is this?
Well, it happened again.
What happened?
The question was, are you and Omar still cool? And I said, I don't know. Let's find out. Mariella asked, do you plan to get your breasts done? No, I do not. I know it is, I guess, pretty common to get breast augmentations. There was a period of time where I was really self-conscious about the size of my chesticles, but I'm really happy with them and I don't want to change them. Not juicy, but what's the best joke you know? Okay, to me this is the best joke, so you know, accept that part and roll with it. But what do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear! It's so cute, it makes me so happy every time. Venancio Dissis said, what's your favorite position? Lying down, in bed, sleeping. Alia Ruby 15 said, have you ever had a pregnancy scare with any of your exes, and if yes, with who? No, I have never actually had a pregnancy scare. I mean, I'm sure there's been times where I was sexually active and maybe slipped up in terms of birth control. I forgot to take a pill or, you know, something like that, but I've never actually gotten to a point where I'm like, oh my god, I might actually be pregnant. Girls get paranoid when their periods are 3 days late. I won't be sexually active for 3 months and I'm like, oh, my period's late, I'm pregnant. So, but no, an actual legitimate one, no. Let's keep it that way. Healthy.sunshine said, I know dating in LA is tough. From my experience, it's harder being an influencer. So as much as I would love to say, no, it's totally the exact same experience, I recently had an experience earlier this year that made me realize, holy crap, some people might actually view me differently. I was dating a guy very casually. We're in the, you know, early stages of getting to know each other, and we brought up my YouTube channel and he was like, oh, let's like see some of the content. So I pull it up and whatever, that was a really awkward, cringy experience for the both of us because I hate watching my videos around somebody else, and it's pretty awkward when they also say that they hate seeing your videos. So we dated for a while and it was actually really good for a few weeks, and then one day something happened and he basically was just like, I can't date a girl who does what you do. I think that you're just like constantly gonna be looking for attention from another guy and you're gonna cheat on me and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, you're saying this because of the amount of followers that I have? I couldn't grasp that, but to him, in his mind, female influencers with the large following were just seeking attention and cheating and looking to cheat. And it really affected me because I'm one of the most loyal people, and so to have somebody tell me that I was gonna cheat on them, I was so shocked. He tried to come back in and I was just like, no way, dude, you made me feel like absolute trash that night. So it made me feel really, really bad about myself. Yeah, I guess it can be different. Miss Noble said, would you leave everything behind in LA to start somewhere new and fresh? I had a period of time where I was ready to pack all my shit and move to Toronto. I had a period of time where I was ready to pack all my shit and move to Portland. I still currently have times where I'm ready to pack up and move to New York. I would totally do it. I've done it before. I left everything in the Bay Area, everything that I knew, to move to LA. Nobody I knew lived out here. I had no friends at all. That was really, really scary, but it paid off after a few years. After I got my dogs, it made me go out more, it made me more social. So yeah, I would absolutely do it. Absolutely. I do love it in LA though, and I wanted to leave the Bay because I didn't love it there anymore. So if I did it, it would be because I feel like I'm ready to detach and that there's something better for me in a different city. Somebody said, how often do you have sex and with who? In what world? What do people actually answer those questions? What? Devin Armani asks, have you ever had to reject someone because they were moving too fast relationship-wise? I'm gonna reword it. Yes, sort of, but I'm gonna reword what you're saying. I have had to stop talking to guys that I saw potential in dating because they were clinging too quickly. When you try to tell somebody that you need to move slower and they're just not really catching on and they're still kind of going off their own agenda, not my thing. So I like to give the benefit of the doubt and just say, hey, I wanna move a little bit slower, whether that's, you know, sexually, mentally, how often we see each other, whatever it is. And if they can't catch that, then because you're not respecting my boundaries. So yeah, I have. Okay, last question is coming from Janet054, and she said, do you have a crush? How has your love life been? By the way, love you. Love you too. Do I have a crush? Probably. I think I have a lot of different crushes, but I just don't do anything about them. And I'm sure there are people that if I saw them, I would be nervous and bashful around them, but I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. I've had crushes and I kind of got over all of them. I have celebrity crushes. I don't think I actually really like anybody. And my love life has been non-existent. Alright guys, that is gonna be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed this juicy gossip Q&A. I hope it was enjoyable to watch. Prince is passed out, but I'm gonna wake him up so he can say bye-bye. Okay, me and Prince say goodbye. We love you so much and hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to throw the video a thumbs up and comment below what you want to see next, or if you want to answer any of the questions, go for it. But we love you lots. Papa, you gotta wake up because we're gonna go to the dog park. Papa, we're gonna go outside. Look at he's so cute. Papa, don't you wanna go outside and go play fetch? Yeah? Okay, bud. Alright guys, we love you lots and we'll see you in the next video. Besitos. Bye.